Friends, welcome to Python Signal, an invitation to join the largest Bitcoin holding community in the world. Take my word for that, 7 billion Bitcoin. Now, you're going to see in a very short while the number of Bitcoin that we ever exist in the world, the number of Bitcoin, but we are asking for 7 million out of the number that we ever exist. The corporate office, of course, Mauritius and the admin office is in Australia as well as South Africa. Please take note that this is not just a company or the community. Okay, yes, we are very small now. We are going to grow and grow into something bigger than you can imagine. Though I say we are small now, already we are in 5 continents. 5 continents, 30 countries, and that includes Nigeria and several other countries across the globe. Marius Landman, the chief data analyst. Yes, we have several data analysts in this community. They do just one thing for us. They take the market, they analyze, and they tell us the next move of the market, like they are doing right now. But there's one man behind them who ensure that everything is well coordinated and everything is well delivered. Okay, for you and I to understand. And that person is no other man but Marius Landman. And we have Gavin Victor. Okay, he is actually the one who ensures that you and I will benefit from this opportunity. Otherwise, persons were actually subscribing to Marius Landman directly, and we're getting signals and reports of when to buy and when to sell Bitcoin and, of course, cryptocurrency in general. But Gavin is the man behind the work to ensure that you and I are going to do a vital opportunity that we have benefit from it right now. And that brings in our own West African guy who is currently in Nigeria, currently in Ghana, presenting this opportunity. He's by name Etoke Nanks, okay, an engineer and the director of marketing and logistics for this community. All right, so let's move on. Now the picture is clear. We call the largest Bitcoin holding community. 1 million members with 7 million Bitcoin. That's the vision. All right, we are all about smart assets. Smart assets. The word smart, we take note of that, very important. Smart asset. Where asset, you and I already know that when we say an asset is what brings money into your pocket. And of course, the opposite of asset, liability, what is money from your pocket. Now, why we want you to accumulate these smart assets? Smart assets, of course, when we say smart assets this time, there are several assets out there, but when we say smart, we're referring to Bitcoin, we're referring to cryptocurrency, we're referring to blockchain technology. Now, we will have limited supply of these smart assets. Only 21 million Bitcoin will ever exist. Only 21. And that's the reason why we need you to accumulate as much as you can. All right? Because everything in life is about demand and supply. When supply is limited, trust me, demand is going to high. When demand is high, what else follows? Price is going to skyrocket. So, because supply is limited, only 21 million, we in Python Signal, we want to hold 1/3 of that amount of Bitcoin that the world will ever know. All right, massive adoption ongoing worldwide as money or as currency. It got better characteristics. All right, it's not controlled by any government or any central bank of the world. No way. All right, it is controlled by you and I, by individuals. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, they don't have the face of any government, anyone on it. It got your face, it got my face, it got his face, it got her face, it got our faces on it. Because you and I drive this thing called cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. Okay, so as an asset, it got more advantages than any asset you can think of. It gold, just name it. It got more advantages. I'll be sharing that with you. And history has it that it got best performing asset of all time. I'll be showing you that in the next slide. Of course, let's see what happened. What really happened in the last 10 years. All right. I would like to zoom into the before I do. let's look at this. Look at what Marius got to say. He said, never forget there will only be 21 million Bitcoin. 5 million people who own only four of the Bitcoin will make it impossible for 7 billion others to buy a single Bitcoin. I see a high price increase in Bitcoin. The world has never seen before. All right. If you are already a subscriber, get into your back office right now. Go to blog. What you see in the current blog being posted and post them will blow you off, blow your mind. It will tell you that you have been positioned for a better tomorrow. All right, but you haven't do the needful. So you can have access to all the blog, all the posts that ever been made in the blog, and you will be glad you did. Now, let's look at what really happened in the last 10 years. Okay, comparing these assets for us. First, let's look at Bitcoin. Okay, why I speak with you, I also want to check up on coin market cap to let you know on the exact value of Bitcoin as we speak right now. Today being the 14th day of July 2019. Okay, Bitcoin right now, coin market cap is $10,600. That is the price of one Bitcoin. $10,600. I'm going to write it up here. $10,600 is the price of Bitcoin as of today, being the July 14th, 2019. The current value of Bitcoin is $10,600. Are you surprised? I am not surprised because Marius Landman, okay, the guy behind the data analyst, all right, we'll be looking at his profile very, very shortly. Now, he did say something that he said that this will happen. Right? He said this will happen in about a month or so. He said this will happen that will be where we are today. Okay, so I'm surprised of this particular price. Now let's go on. Now, 2009, that was when Bitcoin was engulfed to the public. Yes, it was actually came into it was created in 2008, but in 2009 we got into the public market. At what rate? $0.01. That's 1 cent. 1 cent. Today it is $10,600. Simply means that it has moved by one, 106,000%. It has moved by 106,000%. So, friend, we have moved by that percentage in the last 10 years. Let's do a calculation. All right. I like to be practical here. Let me open up a calculator somewhere. Okay. It means that we are on Bitcoin now. It means that 10 years ago, if you had invested, say, $100 10 years ago on Bitcoin, all right, and 100 times what percentage? 106,000%. Friend, it means that today you would have your $100 would have given you one hope I'm right, $1,600. Okay, that's if you had invested $100 10 years ago. Yes, that's correct. Okay. All right. So now let's look at Apple, another asset, a very powerful one for that matter. 10 years ago, Apple was $17. As at the time this was put together, it was $168 dollars. At against $17 it started with in 2009. It means in the last 10 years, it has moved by 99.88%. Amazon, in the last 10 years, have moved by 919%. Gold, you hear people saying, invest in gold, invest in gold, invest in gold. True, is the best thing one could do long time ago. But of course, digital assets is taking over the market. Now look at this. 10 years ago, from 10 years ago to now, it has only moved by what? 49%. That's about 50%. It means if you had invested $100 10 years ago on gold, today you will have $150. What's your profit? $50 profit 10 years ago. And same 10 years ago, should you have invested the same amount of money, $100 in Bitcoin, you would have made what? Over $1,000. Let me put it that way. Compare and contrast for yourself. What about Dow Jones? In the last 10 years, what happened? 163%. S&P 500, 174%. Okay, I'm interested in this. Let's assume you invested $100 on euro 10 years ago. Then one euro was equivalent to $1.39, but it has dropped in the last 10 years. It means that if you had invested $100 in euro, you bought euro worth $100 and you kept somewhere in the bank or anywhere, all right, and you decide to keep it, friends, you would have lost 18% of your money. It means that while the man who invested in gold made $50 as profit, the man who invested in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin in particular, made $1,600 in profit. You will be counting your loss because $100 would have become $82. You lost $18. What it means. So you can look at this and tell that if in 10 years we got to where we are today, imagine what the next 2 years will look like, what the next 4 years, the next 5 years, the next 10 years will look like with cryptocurrency. What am I saying? Remember that the number of Bitcoin available was only 21. Only 21. Look at 21 million Bitcoin available. That simply means that demand will increase because supply is limited. And because demand will increase, Bitcoin will go more than $100,000, more than $1 million. I mean, for one Bitcoin, if you're still not clear with this, wait for it. Get to the back office, look at the current video that was posted on 2 days ago, yesterday, and of course today. You will be amazed what you will see there. Now the question is this: do you have 7 Bitcoin right now? You have up to 7 Bitcoin right now. So we're talking about minimum goal. If all that we're hearing about Bitcoin will become a reality in the next 2 years, the next 3 years, the next 5 years, do you have up to 7 Bitcoin for now? That is where Python Signal comes in. Now, how do we do it to ensure that you can be in possession of 7 Bitcoin? Very simple. Short-term moves, long-term mindset. You buy low, you say high, you repeat. You don't cash out. You don't pull out your money. No, you repeat the process. The whole essence is for you to accumulate number of Bitcoin you have. We don't care the value of Bitcoin right now. Let Bitcoin drop to $1,000. We do not care. Let it drop to 10,000. Let it drop to 5. We don't care. Let it move to $50,000. We don't care. Our concern is to ensure we have 7 Bitcoin. We accumulate and be in possession of 7 Bitcoin. That's our concern. That's all we care about. All right. So how do you achieve? How do you get that achieved? Very simple. You have short term. You make short term moves with a long term mindset. You buy low and you say high. Right now, let me throw this out to you for those who are not privileged yet to have a report. Right now, it's for you to accumulate. It is not for you to buy, sorry, to sell rather. For you to buy as much as you can when it comes to cryptocurrency. This might be this set of lows you are seeing, because it might still go a bit lower. That you are seeing might be the lowest of lows you will ever see with cryptocurrency, Bitcoin in particular. All right, it might stop here. It might go a little deep, but thereafter it's going to soar. Where is it going to? We know in Python Signal. All right, we know where it's going to Python Signal. Thank God for the likes of Marius Landman, okay, who is there doing all the dirty work for us while we only sit and take advantage of it. Now, here's how it works. Very simple. Now, the focus is this, to accumulate more coins. Like I did mention earlier, we don't care. We don't care the value of Bitcoin. We don't care the value of cryptocurrency. All that concerns us is how many of it you have, how many Bitcoin you have, how many Ethereum you have, how many Litecoin you have, how many gigabytes do you have, how many BNB do you have, how many of these do you have? That's our concern. Now let's take Litecoin for example. Now when Litecoin was $25, we were told to buy, and buy. And that's about 3 months ago. And well, for those of us who listen and we bought, when it got to $50, it didn't just keep going. It went down a bit and then went up again. So let's assume when it got to $50 and then we got a report again to sell. We sold at that point into a stable coin. I mean, we move it to a stable coin. That's what it means. And then we waited for the price to dip again, to drop again to $25. Now, remember, with the $25, we're able to buy one Litecoin, and now we have $50. So all we need to do is to move our $50 from our stable coin, okay, and now buy 2 Litecoins. So that $50, we have 2 Litecoins. Now imagine, I repeat, imagine it will get there, not just in your imagination, it will sure get there. That eventually your Litecoin gets to $1,000 and you bought at 25. It got to $1,000. What do? Very simple. Remember, you had one Litecoin, but eventually you were able to purchase 2 Litecoin before it moved to 1,000. If you had not followed the reports from Python Signal, here's the advantage we have over those who just buy and hold. Those who buy and hold, they just hold it. That one Litecoin remains one Litecoin for 1 year, 2 years, depending on the number of years they choose to hold. But if you are with Python Signals, your one Litecoin will never be one Litecoin, because you are told when to buy, you are told when to sell, told when to buy again. Your one Litecoin can become 2 Litecoin, 3 Litecoin, 5 Litecoin, so that when Litecoin get to $1,000, what happens? You will not have $1,000. But because your one Litecoin has become 5 Litecoins, you now have $5,000. And you can repeat that again and again. That is what we're talking about. That is the message I want to put across to you. How you can move your money from your regular cryptocurrency to a stable coin. Well, I can teach you all of that when, of course, in a different training entirely. Now, The $1,000,000 question has always been, when should I buy? When should I sell? Yes, I know that cryptocurrency is going to soar, but my challenge has always been, when do I buy? When do I sell? That is the advantage we have in our community. We have a man by name Marius Landman. All right, he is a chief data analyst. This guy got over 30 years combined experience, complex system auditing, global trend and algorithm forecast modeling. All right. I need to understand quickly that in this industry, okay, Python Signal is into one thing. All right. Bitcoin trend, it tells us Bitcoin trend and forecast. Don't forget, it's all about, let me write that. It's all about Bitcoin. When I say I was also talking about altcoin as well, don't forget that. When I say altcoin, other cryptocurrency apart from Bitcoin. So is Bitcoin trend? Is Bitcoin trend? Is Bitcoin trend and forecast? Please take note. This is what Python Signal represents. Bitcoin trend and forecast. That's all we represent. Now, going back to Marius Landman, this guy has been a consultant for oil companies like Shell, GE Oil and Gas, Woodside, Santos, Halliburton, several others, including Schlumberger. Now, what does he do for them? Very simple. He's not there like every other oil worker. He's not there like every other oil staff. No, he's there for one thing. Very simple. What does he do? Now, he tells them when to buy oil. He tells them when to sell. He tells them when to buy crude. He tells them when to sell. That's all this guy does for them. All right. Now, he decided to channel that algorithm of his, that powerful algorithm, into cryptocurrency 2017. And guess what happened? He was amazed. He was blown away what he saw. Now, this guy, Marius Landman, happened to be the first to call a high at $19,500. 16th December 2017 is there in our record. Like I always say, that is our integrity, documentation, that integrity. So you will see there. Now, he was also the first to call a low is at 6,500, March 2018. Now, why Wall Street and several other crypto bodies were telling us to buy Bitcoin in December, that was going to $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 to one Bitcoin. True, Bitcoin will go to that height. It will go to that height. Yes, Bitcoin will go there. But the question is, when will it get to those heights? So, December 2017, this guy told all those who were getting reports and signals from him, told them, hey, sell off all your Bitcoins, sell off, move your money into a stable coin. All right? But for those who want to make withdrawal, go ahead and do that. But do not leave your money in Bitcoin. Bitcoin was going to dip. And all the people that listened to him, they made a lot of money because truly Bitcoin dipped. And when it dipped, he also told the followers when to buy. And they bought. December 2018, this guy, he came up and said, it is time to buy. Bitcoin is going somewhere. And he told us that between June 24th and July 4th, okay, that Bitcoin was going to hit between $11,600 and $12,000. That Bitcoin was going to hit there. That was when Bitcoin was still nothing, was still very low. Friends, you will agree with me that within that period, Bitcoin actually hit $12,000 and even more. All right. So that is the man we're asking you to come and follow. That's the report. That is the forecast that we're asking you to come and follow for you to stop all the guesswork and start making real money. Now, look at this chart. For those of you who understand chart, if you don't understand chart, I will just do the much I can to explain this to you. Now, look at in 2017, Bitcoin got to this height, and this guy called that people should sell, and they sold. Sell. Those who sold made a lot of money. When it got to this low, all right, what did he do? He called for a buy. When it's up here again, he called for a sell. Down this low, he called for a buy. Here, he called for a sell. Down here, he called for a buy. Here, he called for a sell. Please take note that this just didn't happen daily, weekly. It could be a difference of 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, depending on the movement of the cryptocurrency at that time. Do you know that in 2018, just go and find out. I think many of us are aware, probably we fell victim as well, that many lost money to cryptocurrency in 2018. That is why you will hear them say, count me out when it comes to cryptocurrency. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It was a downward trend. So many who bought here, who bought at 19,000 or thereabouts, $10 or thereabout, lost money because it went down to around $3,000. So they lost money. But look at the followers of Marius Landman, Python Signals. Okay, look at what happens. Instead of losing money like others, rather they made money. Look at this. Look at this. Over 500% gain in the same 2018 that many were crying foul that they lost money. But the followers of Marius Landman, they made over 518% gain in 2018. How? By following the highs, the lows, the highs he called out during all his reports and then profits. Okay, let's go on. Trust you got that. Now, here's our community results. Those who followed Marius made over 7,000% return on investment in 2017, and of course they became debt free. They multiplied their Bitcoin holdings. They got, of course, they were able to do other things for themselves. And in 2018, while many were crying foul that they lost money, followers of Marius Landman actually made over 500% profit, even in a downward trend. Even in a downward trend. Now, this is what interests me, and I like sharing it. I like sharing it. Very important to zoom into it. Look at this. 18 faith calls out of 18 faith, excuse me. Okay, now 18 faith calls out of 519. 519. Well, some people might want to say, so 18 faith calls. No, I can't follow this. Before you make that conclusion, friends, because this is not the perfect, remember it follows as an algorithm is following. Now, out of 519, 18 faith calls, 18 faith calls. It means he had 501 what? Accurate or correct calls that he made. Hey, tell me, who is that man that will not make profit? Who is that man that will not make profit with 518 correct reports, calls out of 518 forecasts that was made? Don't forget, Python Signal is all about Bitcoin trend and forecast. Bitcoin and altcoin trend and forecast. All right, that's all Python Signal represents. So you agree with me that with this, nobody won't be in profit. Nobody. Okay. Having said that, let's move on. How to use the Python Signals report and blog. Right now, if you are like somebody sent a message this afternoon, I was asking me, I really don't know how to use the report. What do I do? How do I go about it? It's very simple. Now, here's what you do. Okay. Get to familiarize yourself with the report. Very important. Download it. Look at the top 40 or more cryptocurrency the guy is talking about. You could just pick one or two outside the 40. But look this here, what we're looking at. Not like he picked Digibyte. Digibyte is not among the top 40, but yeah, he picked it because of the great and big prospects, the movement that surround that particular cryptocurrency. Now, go to your blog post. read the write-up there, you may not understand how to interpret the charts. Marius got videos uploaded in your back office. You have access to the current post and a previous post even before you came on board. You have access to all of them. Read, watch the videos, listen to him, take notes, and then move into the market and start making the money, start your trading. Okay, now if for example your intention is to invest in Litecoin, remember, it's easier to buy Bitcoin and then convert to Litecoin on the exchange. So what do? You buy Bitcoin from wherever you feel comfortable to buy your Bitcoin. Okay, like I don't recommend Bitcoin, but you can buy anywhere. And you move your Bitcoin into Binance or Bittrex or any other exchange you are comfortable with. Okay, but because you still want to know how this thing works, convert your Bitcoin to a stable coin. We have over 10 stable coin in the market. We have Delta, we have TUSD, we have Pax, we have True USD, and several others. So move your Bitcoin into a stable coin. Why stable coin? Now, stable coin, yes, cryptocurrency, but it will ensure that the fluctuations in the market do not affect the amount of money you move into the market. If, for example, you move $500 into your Bitcoin, and while you are still thinking of whether to buy Litecoin or to buy Ethereum or to buy EOS or to buy NEO, while you are still thinking of all of that, Bitcoin could move from 10,000 it is right now to 9,000. What happened? Your 500 will drop. So you no longer have $500 to trade. Did you get that? You don't have $500 to trade. But to ensure that you have your $500 intact to trade, what do? The moment you move your Bitcoin into your $500 in Bitcoin into your exchange, quickly transfer it into a stable coin. So whatever happens in the general market do not affect your $500. Okay. Now, when you are sure you want to buy Litecoin or you want to buy Ethereum or want to buy whatever cryptocurrency or altcoin you choose to buy, after following the report from Marius Landman, what do? You listen to him. You get the lows he's calling right now. As I speak with you, they are just called some lows. Go there and pick them up. You get the low, you buy at that low. How do you do it? You convert a stable coin, okay, to that particular coin you want to buy. All right, just click on it, buy, and then you are there without losing any amount. Okay, your 500 in your stable coin will give you $500 worth of Litecoin, even with the instability or the volatility in the market. When it is time to sell, when you get a sell report or a sell forecast, what do? You go convert your altcoin back to your stable coin, so that when your altcoin start dropping again, or your coin start dropping again, you have no business, you have no fear, because your $1,000 that you have moved into your stable coin remains $1,000 even when the cryptocurrency drop. All right. So having said that, let's move to the next thing that I would quickly like to share with you before I call it a day. Now, with all these beautiful things I just shared with you, trust me, nobody want to do guesswork anymore. Nobody, I repeat. I told you earlier, people were subscribing directly to Marius Landman for his report and for his signals. Okay, it was this man that I showed you earlier. I need to show his face again. It was this man, I need to show his face again, that actually ensure that you and I are involved and benefit from this. His name is Gavin Victor. Okay, Gavin Victor, this guy is the one that said, hey, Marius, we can do something. Rather than people all over the world subscribe to you as individuals directly and get reports and you make all the monies, why not let us share this money with others, so that when James, for example, subscribe to you, he sees that all that you are telling him is true. He wants his friend John to be part of this. All right? Rather than allowing John to also subscribe to you directly like James did, why not do it this way? James already has subscribed to you. John can subscribe as well, but part of the money will be shared with James because he actually got John to know about this. What happens if John lets his friend, okay, Jude, to know about this? Rather than Jude just paying directly to you, Marius, let John benefit from what Jude is doing. James also benefit from what Jude is doing. So that with that, you earn, you get subscriptions. James, Jude, John, Jude, and others benefit as well because they are going to tell and invite their friends to this. So let's give it up to Gavin Victor, who in turn got in touch with this guy, so you can see that he's the bridge. Gavin Victor is a bridge here. He got this guy in West Africa, Nigeria, Jokenax. Haven't heard about him when they first met in South Africa, to do something, to create a system that will ensure that subscriptions don't just go to Marius alone, but now subscriptions from subscribers, from members, benefits Jude, John, James, and every other person in the community. So the man Jokenax came up with a very simple, the simplest I've seen in the last couple of years I've been in this industry. He came up with a very simple system that you and I can benefit from. And even those who are here to join us will benefit from as well. So Jokenax, all right, who is the director of marketing and logistics, came up with something. And that is what I'm sharing with you right now. So that apart from you trading with the report, with the signals, you can also benefit by sharing this opportunity with friends and family members. Okay? And that brings us to revenue share plan. As I put it, revenue is now being shared by you, by me, by everyone, as many of us who will show others the opportunity, or we will come in before others join the community, because we are growing. We are going to hit in the next 1 year the goal. The goal is 1 million subscribers. That's a goal. As you can see here, that's a goal. 1 million subscribers. That's a goal. And this, each of the subscriber is expected to have 7 Bitcoin. Yes, you can achieve that from the trade by following his reports, following Marius' reports, following Marius' signals. You can get 7 Bitcoin. Okay, just that it can take you maybe 2, 3, 5 years or thereabout to get 7 Bitcoin if you are starting with something very small, let's say 50 or 100 or $500 or $1,000. If you are starting with this, it will take you more years to get 7 Bitcoin as we make progress. But with revenue share plan, friends, you can actually get your 7 Bitcoin faster than you can imagine. Faster than you can imagine. I'll show you how. Let's move on. Now, how does the RSP, revenue share plan, how does it benefit you as a subscriber? You just subscribe. Probably you're not even pushing, you're not even talking about it. Just subscribe and use the report. Oh, you get paid when people subscribe. People who will come after you, you get paid when they subscribe. You get paid when people who subscribe, and when they subscribe, you get paid again. Did you get that? That they're coming from you, from others, you get paid again. And you become one of the Python Signal yearly 200 millionaires that are being raised every now and then. Now, what you must know about our RSP, okay? The payout is amazing, okay? and we're going to see all of that here. Now, the unique advantages of the RSP are revenue share plan. Number one, you get paid in Bitcoin, you earn in Bitcoin. The payout is instant. The withdrawal, friend, is instant. There's no daily, no weekly, no monthly income cap, no cutoff time, spillover opportunity. You earn from those who join after you. You earn from those who are already above you. You earn from everywhere, all right? And of course, we're going to see a roadmap of how you can earn $5.1 million every other year the moment you hit the mark. Let's move on. Now we got 4 payouts: direct referral payout, level payout, Y star payout, rising star payout. Quickly, direct referral payout. Now for every person that subscribe, okay, you get to earn 10% of whatever pack they are picking in terms of subscription. Okay, of course, you know that you can join the system with as a silver, as gold, as platinum, as galaxy, as lifetime or lifetime galaxy. As a silver member, it means you will be renewing your subscription every month with $50. A gold partner, it means you pay for 3 months and you renew that every 3 months. As a platinum partner, it's $250 every 6 months, while Galaxy is every year. Okay, personally, I recommend that people go for Galaxy. Go for Galaxy so that you subscribe once, and you enjoy all the benefits. Someone chatted me up a while ago. He said, I don't even know what's happening right now. I don't know what's happening right now. There's no way he will know what's happening right now because he did a 1 month subscription and that has expired a long time ago and does not have access to the current reports that is changing things right now. He doesn't have that access. So he's as good as every other person out there who buys cryptocurrency blindly, who buys and holds. But when you follow the reports, all right, you become the smart investor. You become the smart asset accumulator. Okay, if you can do all of this, trust me, there's so much for you as we tango along. Now, level bonus. Before I explain this one, let me show you the next page. Now, level bonus, it simply means that, okay, quickly here first. Now, this is you. You got 2 persons into the system. This is your first generation, your first level. All right. At this point, whatever pack they are coming on board with, friend, you earn 5% of that. 5% goes to you. This is different from your the referral bonus you got earlier, the referral payout, 10%. This is different. Now, this simply means that these 2 guys could be referred by you or by someone above you. They could be spillovers under you. Whether they are spillover, whether they are direct referrals from you, you get 5%, my brother. 5% is sure for you. Okay? You know, this is where you need to come in before that, start jumping in. Because whether you refer others or not, you must earn 5% as others come under you. Now, this is your second generation. Your second generation, you earn 4% on your second generation. 4%. Now, these guys, it's possible they came from these 2 persons, or they came from you, or they came from those above you. It doesn't matter. As long as they are in your second generation and they are under you, your second generation friend, you get 4%. Let me also quickly state here that you don't need to have all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 before you earn your 4%. You get your 4% on each of them. The moment this person subscribe, you get your 4%. Instantly. This guy gets his 5% instantly. When this guy comes on board, you get your 4%. He gets his 5%. When this lady comes on board, what happens? This man here gets 5% because for him, this first generation, for you, the second generation, you get 4%. When this lady comes on board, friend, you get 4%. Hey, he gets 4%. You get 4%, he gets 5%. Don't forget, now at this level, this is your third generation. On your third generation, guess what happens? It's possible you haven't even gotten anyone here. It's possible you got these guys here, or these guys got them, or these guys got them. All those above you got them. What's important is that all these 8 persons, one after the other, drop under your structure. As a result, you earn 3% from each of their subscription instantly. Now, let me tell you something. When they decide to renew their subscription, whether it's monthly, whether it's quarterly, whether it's yearly, when they renew their subscription, friends, you get paid again. That's the beauty. You get paid again. Now, the fourth generation, here, do you say 2%? No, it's not 2%, my friend. It's not 2%. All right? Here is not 2%. What do you see? Here, you see 5% again at the fourth generation. The fifth generation, you have 4%. And the sixth generation, you have 3%. Seventh generation, 5% again. So it is 543, down the structure, going to your 18th generation. All right? So to your 16th generation, then the last two, you have 2. You are going to see that now as we move to the next slide. So now look at this. This is what I was trying to explain to you. Now, the advantage you get, I will explain that shortly. But look at this. Your first generation, friend, you have just 2 persons. These 2 persons could have been referred by you, could have been referred by someone else. It doesn't matter. What's important is that you have 2 persons that you referred. Okay? You got 2 persons that you referred. That is important here. Now, moving on. Talking about these 2 persons you refer, you get 5% of what they have there. The second generation, I've explained this earlier, you got 4%. Third generation, you can see that it's 543, 543, 543, 543, 543. Is the last 2 that you have 2%. Now, if you do all these calculations together, friend, if you're able to achieve this, okay, say in the next 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, every other year, as they subscribe, as they resubscribe, because no one will join this community with all the reports coming to us that will not want to resubscribe. Nobody. Now look at this. You will earn $5.1 million every other year. Every other year. This is different from your trading. It means you can actually make some good money from here and take it to trading. All right. Now look at this. You can earn from one team. I will explain that. You can earn from one team. Let me explain that to you here. Now, this is you again. Probably you're able to refer James and John. For whatever reason, John decided not to share the opportunity with anybody. He was just comfortable, he was just okay with the report. All right. And maybe you, for whatever reason too, after getting James and John into the system, for whatever reason too, you decided not to refer anyone again. But James saw the bigger picture. He saw $5.1 million. He said, I am going for this. James saw all the benefits that comes with the ROSP, and he was ready to maximize everything. So James had to drive the structure. James got this, okay, then this, down, and James made a lot of money. But look at this. Because James decided to drive just on one of your team, is driving, is moving, you are not going to earn on this because you only have John here. These guys are not here. You only got okay, I don't have white here. I thought I have white. I want to blur them out. Okay. So you don't have these guys here. You don't have these guys here. You don't have these guys here. You don't have these guys. You got, they are not there. You only have John. But from what this guy is doing, James, you can see that there's so much money for you here. Now, what do you do? While James is making money, you're also making money. How? From here, you make 5%. Here, you make 4%. Here, you make 3%. Here, you make 5% again down the structure. So you can see that even when one of your structure is what is active, you still make what? You still make money. Spill over income. You can make money from those who are under you. You can make money from those who came before you. Whatever they are doing comes under you because you join before the new ones that are coming on board. Is massive, my friend. All right. Now, what next? Repeating commission. Don't forget that nobody who comes in here that wouldn't want to repeat the subscription. So every time they subscribe, you earn. Unlimited compression. I will explain this. Now let's assume, all right. Let's assume that. Sorry, just a minute. Hello, please call me back. I'm in a meeting. Call me back in the next 15 minutes. Thank you. Now, let's assume that someone, say on the 13th generation, decided for whatever reason not to renew the subscription. Okay. Now you're not going to lose. That will not affect your $5.1 million. No, it won't. Why not? Don't forget that the structure doesn't end on 18, it goes beyond 18, just that your earnings stop at 18 generation. We have 19, 20 going down. Now, when somebody in your 13th generation is no longer renewing subscription, so somebody will move from 14 to cover to 13, 15 will move to 14, 16 will move to 15, 17 will move to 16, while somebody from 18 will move to 17. Then someone will move from 19 to cover for the one who moved from 18 to 17. As a result, you are making back your $5.1 million. So it's unlimited compression, and you can make this every other year. Don't forget, it's in Bitcoin. All right. So gradually coming to the end of our presentation, and of course, we have the White Star bonus. So White Star bonus, quickly, I'll just let you know this, that the best to do is that if you can come and be part of this with a $500 pack, okay, I refer to friends with $500 pack, all right, you become a White Star, okay, and if you can do it within a month, there's so much you can benefit, but if not, you still have something to benefit. Let's move on to show you that. Now, if you can do it within 30 days, you earn $20 anytime anybody becomes a rising star in your team. But if you fail to achieve that within 30 days, you still earn, but you earn $5 every time at any time somebody becomes a rising star. How do you become a rising star? Very simple. When you become a rising star, you come on board with 500, you have other 500, this guy, $500, that's Galaxy Pack, or each person doing Galaxy Pack. When anybody attends this, any day, anytime, friend, you get $100 instantly when you attend Rising Star. And when anybody attends Rising Star in your structure, you get $20 anytime and every time somebody hits a Rising Star rank. That's if you become a White Star within 30 days. But if you fail to become a White Star within 30 days, no problem. You still earn, but you earn $5, which for me is not a bad idea. But then there's difference if you can do it very fast because success, don't forget, loves speed. Okay, so having said that, we have testimonies. Okay, I'm going to share a link on the WhatsApp group where you can click on, and then you see all the testimonies that have been there. All right. Of course, I have mine as well. For those who have been following Marius signals, and the question is, what next? Very simple. You become a subscriber by simply becoming a member of the largest Bitcoin holding community in the world, and it starts here by you purchasing any of this pack. Silver, $50 on monthly basis, gold for 3 months, platinum for 6 months, of course, Galaxy for 1 year, which I honestly recommend so that you don't miss any report, because reports are coming so frequently now. Okay, they come weekly, monthly, periodically. All right, we had a report came in 2 days ago. We had another report yesterday. Is awesome. All right, what Marius saw after giving us 2 days ago, what he saw yesterday, he couldn't hold back. He had to quickly do a new video, and that video is right there at your back office once you become a member of this community. Okay.